next item, and I'm really, really excited about this, guys, because for me, a community gets stronger when there are shared rewards, not just shared responsibility. And here we go, revenue sharing. So what we are introducing here is a protocol level revenue sharing. So we have an asset registry. Every piece of artwork is going to be registered through this asset registry. The asset also has licenses associated with it, and any smart contract can demand a license as long as they pay for it. So that's the buyer, right? So the smart contract might belong to a marketplace, it might belong to a DApp, maybe it's a game that is requesting an artwork, for application somewhere within the game or whatever. Ultimately, there is VITRU that is transferred from a buyer to the asset registry. And now the model is that 2% of that is the income for the DAO. That's how we are making income. But we are not going to keep that 2%. That 2% goes into a rev share contract, and that is divided among 3 parties. This is all on chain. There is no claiming, it's just automatically done. So the DAO gets 35%. That's the ongoing revenue of the DAO in order to do all the things that we have to do: marketing, run the validator nodes, promotion, events, travel, things like that. We need to make money to do that. The next component of the rev share is to validators. So through our conversations and negotiations with the validator team, we have arrived at a consensus on what happens with gas. For example, we're going to increase the gas level, but we feel that validators need a strong threshold of revenue in order to reimburse them for running the node and also to be profitable. So you actually want to do this. And so there will be a 35% of that rev share goes to validators, and they will be divided up pro rata. Now the contract will automatically enforce what we are calling active validators. So there's going to be a percentage uptime activity requirement for validators, and only the ones that are actually doing work are going to have a revenue share. So if, for example, your node is down for a day, you're not going to get the revenue share for that day. That's just how it works. So yeah. And then the last part, and this is where I'm trying to make sure that the booster program is as compelling as possible for everyone, because it is the way we are going to thrive. Without the booster program succeeding, we cannot execute on all these plans. So 30% of the revenue share goes to the boosters. I'm going to use an example here. So if there's $1,000 asset that is purchased, which is not uncommon, there's a lot of artworks that are sold for much more than that. So the DAO fee there is $20. So the DAO gets $7, the validators get $7, and the boosters get $6. Now, this is a volume play, folks. We are talking about thousands and thousands of artworks that are going to go through this process, and that's how it adds up. To give you context, OpenSea, one marketplace on Ethereum, had over 1.5 billion in sales in the past year. So that it's going to vary, and this is a nascent market. It's new. It's not even tapped yet. So I fully expect that the asset registry sales, as we scale up, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next month. It's not going to happen even in 6 months. But in time, it's going to be in the billions of dollars. So when you start taking 2% of billions of dollars, now it's meaningful revenue. And this goes, if you're holding a booster, you get 30. You're eligible for your share of that forever, until maybe the DAO votes to change that. But as of right now, that is forever. So it's a pretty exciting rev share opportunity, and I hope you'll take advantage of it by acquiring a booster.